FPL Physio here. I'm currently ranked 119 and we got another game week coming up. It's game week 16 and this is my team selection and some transfer ideas for you. So let's jump right into it. This is my team from game week 15, 67 points thanks to Mbemo, Bruno and Foden. Everything else was really disappointing. So 67 points, it moved me up to 190 overall. Um, yeah, it's just great. I'm buzzing. This is my team before the transfers I did. As you can see, Munoz on the bench, he's out injured and will be for 4 to 6 weeks is what we know now. Um, and overall, it looks a bit shaky. I think the bench is simply too weak now with Munoz out, and Mbemo is going to Afcon. So I think there are some changes to be made there. Um, Everything else actually looks pretty decent, I would say. So this is what I'm looking at for game week 16. I usually look quite long term, but it's always good to get an overview of the coming game week. So you can see Arsenal is projected to have a 2.3 expected goals with also a very, very high chance of clean sheet. So Arsenal players is definitely something I'm looking for both short term and long term. Liverpool bounced back with a win against Inter in the Champions League and is currently projected to about 2 xg home against Brighton. So Liverpool players maybe also be something I'm looking for. Szoboszlai maybe. Um, Other than that, I mean City seems decent, but what you want to notice is the high chance of clean sheet for Arsenal and Chelsea being second here. Let's jump into my ideas so far. Is that I would be transferring out Munoz and Mbemo. Munoz due to injury and Mbemo simply due to AFCON coming up after this game week. So he's getting out no matter what. And those are the only two for now that I'm transferring out. I have considered Szoboszlai, but that would be instead of Enzo or Anderson. That would mean that I've used 4 out of the 5 transfers because I went early on Thiago. I sold Mateta. So Mateta, Mbemo, and Munoz, that would be 3 out of the 5 transfers. And if I also sell Enzo or Anderson, that would be 4 out of 5. That might be a bit too aggressive, but I have to say, I have to say that of course I'm aiming to get into that top 100 or even try to reach for that first spot. But it seems pretty stretched out. So um, the transfers I've made is Munoz out and Joachim Andersen in, and Mbemo out and Saka in. So Munoz out, of course, due to injury. Andersen in. Um, it's mainly due to a really, really good short-term fixture run. 3 very, very decent games against Burnley, West Ham, and I can't recall the last one. Um, he's a DEFCON beast. I think he said DEFCON in 70% of all his matches. He's cheap. He's 4.6 after the recent price increase. And overall, also a really, really long-term pick. I'll show you in a minute why. Mbemo out for Saka. Mbemo due to AFCON. I could keep him for another week, but here I'm looking at, okay, Mbemo has to go long term due to AFCON. Is there a better option that is also a great pick long term and that might already have a better fixture in game week 16? And that is Bukayo Saka. And Bukayo Saka home against Wolves. Wolves looks horrible, concedes so many chances through their own left back position. We saw that in the game against United. It's open, it's wide open. Saka also a great pick long term. My plan here with Saka is that because he's taking up that third Arsenal spot, my plan is to keep Saka until Gabriel is back. And when Gabriel is back, I'm gonna transfer Saka and of course one more and bring in Gabriel, because my long-term plan is to have three Arsenal defenders, because I think it's simply a more secure way to points than having Saka. Saka also seems a bit low on the expected minutes compared to other seasons, so there's a rotation risk there. So Munoz and Mbemo out, Anderson and Saka, and those transfers has been made. If we look at the captain's options for this game week, there's something you want to notice here. Saka is top at 7 points, and the closest is 6.4 points, which is Haaland. The prediction model I use here is the one linked just beneath the below the picture. It's also one I've partnered up with. So we can see Saka, Haaland, and Timber. Timber is projected to have the same points as Haaland. I don't know what I think about that. Also, Timber is a doubt, but if he plays, could easily happen. He might play as center back, which would increase his chances of DEFCON, sure. But projected to have the same points as Haaland, I don't know. Haaland away at Palace, also a great choice. But what you want to notice here is that Saka is projected to have 0.6 points more than Haaland. When the difference is so big, it's always the best choice to go with the player that's predicted to get the most points. It's another what do you say, scenario when the prediction is like super close. Let's say it was 7 and 6.9 or 7 and 7.1, then it's up for grabs. But I think Saka is by far the greatest choice this game week. If we look at defenders, I know many of you want to transfer out Munoz, or maybe make some other transfers. These are the defenders projected to get the most points over the next 7 game weeks. I always try to set it like quite long term, because overall it just seems to be a better strategy, right? So Timber number 1, Van Dijk is second, which is I'm a bit surprised about that. I think Liverpool will be more stable now. Salah will be gone soon for AFCON. I think that's brilliant timing. Liverpool has made a stance on the Salah case and said like you can't freaking talk like that in the press. So I think it'll be. I think they'll have a few good weeks now before Salah will eventually be back. So I kind of understand the Van Dijk prediction. Not that the prediction takes those things into consideration, but I think it's just another viewpoint on the whole case. Then we got Collins, third. Collins also a really great choice. I did think about Collins a lot. Collins he's on 4 yellow cards, I think, but overall I think he's a really great choice. Also an offensive threat this season, and has been for the last few seasons. Then we got O'Reilly, brilliant pick as well. Why didn't I go with O'Reilly? I don't know. I can't answer that. It was a coin toss. I think I'm just a bit scared about rotation, I guess, even with Ainuri out. And then I think maybe next week is a better week to get O'Reilly in. Away against Palace is not perfect, and Anderson, I mean, this game week is a perfect time to get him in away against Burnley. So I might get O'Reilly in, but just not for this game week. I completely understand why people buy in O'Reilly. Mids, let's look at the midfielders here. Foden on top. I already have Foden. Foden's underlyings is also great. He has been overperforming a bit, but overall, I think he's still a really good choice, like a really good transfer. Bruno, I've talked about Bruno the last, like in every video I make, I talk about how many routes he has to points. Bruno is an amazing pick, amazing pick. Secure minutes, routes to points, blah blah blah. And then we got, sorry, I can't see, fucking shit. Saka, third here. Also talked about him, brilliant pick as well, especially for this game week. And then we got the attackers, of course, Haaland, Thiago, and Watkins. I think you shouldn't go with three, let's call them expensive or medium expensive attackers. I think two is completely fine. Attackers has been nerfed this season with the bonus points system. So I personally only go with two. It's Haaland and Thiago, and then I have a dead spot. I think there is an argument of going Gui from Chelsea. Super cheap, and Liam Delap is out for I think it's 4 to 5, 6 weeks this time. So there's definitely a reason to maybe get him in. But if would I start him if I owned him? No, I wouldn't. He would be a brilliant bench spot there. So yeah, that's about it. That's about it. Let's see how this game week goes. Ranked 190. It's extremely. It's never been more exciting to play this game than now, I have to say. And thank you all for watching. I hope you make some great decisions. Feel free to comment if you have any questions. I'm not the smartest, but I'm decent, and I've been very lucky. But you need luck in this game. Thank you for watching. Subscribe, like. See you.